In the land where penguins roam the vast icy abyss, it's time to dial into the bottom of the world in Calling Casey.
Each fortnight we cross to Casey Station to chat to one of the 22 guys down there, and this week we have technical engineer Leon. How are you going, Leon?
I'm very well. How are you?
We're well. Thanks for joining us this morning, mate.
Not a problem.
Now, this is your second stint in Antarctica, I hear, and the first stint was on Macquarie Island, which apparently has 10 times more wildlife than Casey. Did you have any encounters down there at all?
Oh, yeah. Macca, as it's colloquially, I can't even get that word out. I think we're all having trouble with words this morning. Yeah, so we generally know, Macquarie Island we generally know as Macca. Absolutely love the wildlife down there. The king penguins, especially the most inquisitive. If you're just sitting around on the beach, they'll generally start walking over to you. Obviously, we have to keep a certain distance away from them. There's a 5 metre minimum distance, but yeah, if they approach us, then that's okay. So they might start pecking at you, at you, maybe at your fingers or maybe on your knees or anything like that. Then they waddle off when they get disinterested. Absolutely fantastic.
So there's no polar bears down that part of the world? Any yetis?
Well, I'm probably the hairiest person on station, so I could be considered the abominable snowman.
That's what we've heard.
Yeah. Oh, that's hilarious. That's probably why the penguins are so comfortable around you. Now,
Right.
Michael is my friend from high school. He originally put me in touch with Casey Station, and he is the one who said that you're the hairiest man. Does that help with the cold? Do you need to wear less protective gear?
Oh, no, it doesn't really. I mean, I still wear all the thermals, all the nice warm goose-down jackets and things like that. But it's nice to say those sorts of things.
Yeah.
It's all good laugh.
So you do get to get out amongst it, Leon. You're going to go on a trip soon and check out one of the weather stations down there?
Yeah, so that's in a couple of weeks' time, heading out to a place called Cape Point Set, and that's about 135 kilometres away from station. So it's quite an exercise getting out there. We have to spend a couple of days preparing vehicles and shelter to take with us, and make sure that we have enough fuel to be able to make the return trip, and all those sorts of things.
So do you get to drive, or is that someone else's task?
Oh, no, I'll be driving, yeah. There'll be, I think, 4 of us at least going on the trip, and we share the driving to manage fatigue for work and all that sort of thing.
Each night we hear that you have a movie night down there, and apparently you add to the soundtrack of each movie with your snoring, which you are notorious for. True or false?
He's set up, has he?
Yeah, most nights.
Is that because of the nature of your work, or is that because of Michael's choice in movies?
More to do with Michael's choice in movies, really. Really. But, yeah, no, I don't know, nice, comfortable place and good to sleep.
You could just say you're the hardest worker down there, and so by the end of the day, you're all tuckered out.
Yeah, we'll back you up.
All right, well, yep, I'm the hardest worker down here. Sure. That's exactly why.
So what have you got on for today? What's a normal day in the life of Leon?
Depends on the day. If I'm doing observations then I'll be spending the day. I assume that Michael's told you about that side of the job, the observing side of the job, where we spend the day looking out of the clouds and recording the types of weather that are going on and sending all those sorts of reports back.
Yep.
Otherwise, if I'm doing more maintenance tasks, then I'll just go around all the bureau's equipment and make sure it's running happily. Otherwise, if something's not right, then work out what I need to do to fix it.
So I have to ask you a question. I'm going to put a photo up on the Facebook page that has been provided to me. Yeah. A lot of you are in costume. Where do you get costumes from Antarctica? Because there are so many dinners where you're all dressed up.
Some of them I've brought with me, and others we have a supply of costumes and dress-ups and things down here.
Oh, we're not even going to go there. Dress-ups at the South Pole.
You've got to do all sorts of things to keep yourself entertained down here. So.
I bet you would. Oh, that's hilarious.
Funny.
Now, did you want to do a shout-out to any of your family and friends before we go, Leon?
Oh, may as well, yeah. So big shout-out to Mum and my sisters and everybody back home in Sydney. And, yeah, leave it at that.
Make sure they get to hear it. Good on you, Leon.
All right, thank you very much.
Thanks for joining us. So that was Leon from Casey Station in Antarctica. We cross to them every fortnight. And you're on 98.5 with Christina Morrow.